button. All right. Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's the two 80s dudes podcast. It's Billy May, your hat dude wearing 80s rocker, and Jeff, the gold man, Goldstein. Our topic
Click, click,
today,
click.
it's a tough one, right, dude? We got best movie soundtracks, okay? I said soundtracks, dude. I didn't say song. I said
Well,
best
you know I don't pay
soundtracks.
attention well.
That's true. I know. You get the ADDD thing going on. Listen, since we're 80s dudes, okay, we're kind of focused more on 80s. So let's face it, dude. We're two 50-something Generation X dudes, right? We love 80s rock. So there's so many great soundtracks. And maybe not all mine come from the 80s. We're the kind of part of the 80s in one way or the other. So
Yeah, they
I forget.
may be like a little bit before, but a little bit after.
Yeah.
Actually, when you get older, it starts blending in together anyway.
So I do my little monologue, Jeff, and I'll have you cue in. But so here's my monologue, okay? What makes a great soundtrack, in my opinion, okay? I think number one, it's got to have 2 to 3 standout good songs that are probably hits that people kind of know, okay? I think it's got to have at least one original song, okay? There's a lot of great soundtracks that have no original songs. They just have it's a great movie and a great soundtrack that they've paired well with the film. I think it has to have an original song. It's got to go well with the flick. There has to be some really iconic scenes, Jeff, that you're like, oh, you remember that scene, man? And that song in the background, it was like, it sticks in your mind.
Yeah,
And as always,
yeah.
it's had to have made an impact, like a cultural impact on our pop culture. And it's got like Americana at its finest. That's kind of my...
Is it like one song, or is it like you want like a couple
Well,
like hits?
if it's the soundtrack, I got to say, look, the best soundtrack, it's got to have a couple of good hits on it, man. So let me give you an example. I am going first, right?
You
Right?
are first.
I'm going first. So let me give you an example. Okay, iconic film of the 80s, 1985, Breakfast Club. Other than Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me, can you name one song off that soundtrack?
That's such a great song. I actually forgot. When you mentioned that today, I forgot about it.
It's a fantastic song, and I have the cassette still, but I can't name one other song on the soundtrack.
That's the song that got me into Simple Minds, man. That was a big hit.
Big hit. So that's something I'm not going to put on my list because I had Smash Hit. It was a Smash film, but it just doesn't have anything else besides that tune. That was well known. It's got a couple of good songs, but nothing spectacular. So I'm gonna launch into my top 10. Of course, I'm gonna do my top 10. You're gonna present your top 10, and then we're gonna chisel it down. We're gonna battle it out. We're gonna argue, and we're gonna come up with our Mount Rushmore of the 4 top best soundtracks. Focus on the 80s. So in no specific order, I'm gonna give you mine, okay? And I've actually modified a couple since I sent you my list. So number one,
I switched around a little bit.
Okay, all right. Now here's one. This is the epitome of the 80s. I think not only is it a great soundtrack, it's a spectacular film. The guy who made the album is in the movie. It's Purple Rain Prince. I mean,
oh my God, that actually might be the best one.
Probably.
Maybe not your favorite, but he was just such a genius, and you know that album was just huge. Plus, it was like his movie, like he acted in it, and he did the soundtrack. So that's
I mean, it's like it's kind of his biography, and that album sold like 25 million copies or some god awful number. It's got a slew of hits. It's got some hits that aren't even his. You know, Apollonia. I think Morris Day in the Time. So that's huge, dude. Now, here's another one. Here's another one from the 80s that this is a reach. I don't know if you remember this movie, Last American Virgin. Came out the same time as Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you look at that soundtrack, it's got a slew of hits, nothing original that I know of, but there's some iconic scenes. The songs are great. So I like that one, Last American Virgin. I love that movie.
That was a great movie. Didn't they go to like Mexico or something?
No, they didn't go to Mexico, but there's the one scene with the Mexican hooker.
Yeah, maybe that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's a good movie.
The song they're playing, this is the iconic scene. The song they're playing, oh, that's the way, I like it. And they look through the peephole and the big fan anyways. It's an iconic scene, man. It's an iconic scene.
Yeah, that movie, it's like, it's an underrated, great 80s movie.
It's a total 80s movie. So my next one, I'm going to go back in time a little bit. Now, it's not 80s, but it's a spectacular movie. It's close to the 80s, and it's a great film and soundtrack of Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Can you argue with that?
That to me is definitely
the dawn of the disco, but come on, it's a great movie, great film, great music. I mean, come on.
That reinvented the Bee Gees, man. They were the kings after that.
Yeah.
And a great movie.
Great movie too. My next one is a little different now. It's not 80s, it's right after the 80s, but the soundtrack is freaking amazing and the film is flawless and it was a totally different movie. It's Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction.
Uh, Great one.
It's a killer soundtrack, dude. I mean, he brought
Oh
in some
my god.
Al Green. I mean, and also like
And I don't think there was originals on there.
there's no originals. That's true. It is true. There is no originals, but I mean, there's some great covers. There's the one that the
Yeah.
band, I can't remember band, they did Neil Diamond's Girl.
Yeah, that's a great one.
You'll be a woman soon. Great, great soundtrack, dude. I love that sound.
Great.
I think it's got like, was it the Commodores, Earth, Wind and Fire? You know, get down, and then it's got
it's insane, that one.
the surf guitar music. I mean, it's amazing. So came out in 94, not 80s, but close. Next one came out in the 90s as well.
90?
But this is
God.
94 Pulp Fiction came out. The next one for me is Boogie Nights. Came out in 97.
Boogie Nights.
It's focused on 70s music, but remember the most iconic scene of that movie is the Night Ranger's sister Christian. You know what I mean? Where like it kind of revitalized 80s music again. Because remember the 90s, man, after like Beavis and Butthead were kind of crapping on 80s music, man. People were kind of, I don't know, 80s music. And that movie came out, Boogie Nights in 97.
That revitalized Burt Reynolds' career.
That too.
that movie.
That is true. So, and that's a great
both.
soundtrack. So I got 5 there right there. My next one came out in 1990. Great flick. Not really original, but Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese, master filmmaker.
Great.
And
great
I mean,
soundtrack.
he took, music in that movie. I mean, we all know he uses the Layla Derek Dominoes in that movie. That's iconic film, dude.
Yeah.
Iconic film. Great flick. Nothing original that I can remember, but it's a great flick and it's a great soundtrack.
Well, that's what makes it so difficult. There's really good soundtracks that just have the music's perfect for the movie, and then you have some original ones out there. So I agree.
Now my next one is kind of epitome in the 80s. Great soundtrack, lots of hits, different artists. Footloose, of course, we know Kenny Loggins is kind of the movie king. So Footloose, you got Kenny Loggins, Footloose, the title track. Some other hits. Actually, Hagar has a song on there, believe it or not. Actually, Hagar's got a. I had to put that in there. I had to throw that in. He has a few songs and movies, but Footloose is great. It's got a kind of a poppy stuff, It's got let's hear it for the boy. It's got Shalimar, but I think Bonnie Tyler has a hit in there. But good soundtrack, upbeat.
You want to be a hero? I think that's it, right?
Absolutely.
The one with the tractor part. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. My next one is, this is not an 80s flick, but if you grew up in the 80s, you probably watched it as a kid. It's a wonderful movie, 1973. It's called American Graffiti. It was a George Lucas, before he actually did all the Star Wars flicks, he created this movie, and he took the setting is like 1962 in California. The whole movie is like a soundtrack.
Yeah. Ron Howard was in that.
Ron Howard, Suzanne Summers, she played.
Whatchamacallit, Shirley, I think, was in there.
Yes, Cindy Williams
from Laverne and Shirley.
She was his sister. Mackenzie Phillips, a young Mackenzie Phillips, was in the movie. She was like 13 years old. Suzanne Summers at the end.
One Day at a Time.
One Day at a Time. Richard Dreyfuss was in it. I mean, it's folks in 1962. So the movie is early rock and roll classics, man. I mean, I grew up that's one of my favorite movies. It's George Lucas film. So it's kind of an outlier, but that's my opinion. Okay. Next one, I'm going to kind of throw you off here too, actually. This one came out in 1969. The reason why I bring this movie up, it's called Easy Rider. Dennis Hopper.
I have that on my list. Yeah.
You do? Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, and Jack Nicholson, dude. And that film is iconic because it's really one of the first movies that brought in rock and roll. And the movie's about 2 hippies in California. They ride motorcycles, and I think they're going to do a drug deal the whole time or something. Then they cruise across the country. And the one scene is like they're playing a Born to Be Wild, and they're hauling ass on their freaking motorcycles, dude. And that scene to me, like, created rock and roll with movies. That's my opinion. I know Hard Day's Night, Beatles is different.
That might be. Yeah, that might be.
But Easy Rider to me is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then my last one, I love this movie. I love the soundtrack.
And they have Born to Be Wild in that. That's
Born to Be Wild.
Iconic.
I got a couple different ones here. My last one really is believe it or not, Austin Powers. I love this movie, man. I love the soundtrack.
You do love Austin Powers.
I do. I just love that soundtrack. So that's my rounds of my top 10. Honorable mention: Grease, huge soundtrack. Bee Gees, plus Frankie Valli, man. Dirty Dancing, huge soundtrack. And then my
Yeah,
last
Dirty
one will be
Dancing. I mean,
and
my wife likes that. I just it's a great soundtrack, but I can't. I
yeah,
can't.
it's iconic song, man. I
A
mean,
little
the
too
time of my
mushy for
life.
me.
I get you. I hear you, man. The last two ones, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, obviously
Oh, that's a great
great,
one.
great soundtrack. Has original. Fast Times at Ridgemont High actually have Sammy Hagar did it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Fast
Yeah.
Times at Ridgemont High. And
That
my
is a good
last
tune.
one,
But
Hagar
hey,
has this
really quick, you know what they messed up on that movie on Fast Times?
why?
When I forgot the guy that used to sell the tickets.
Mike
He
Damone.
said, "Hey, you got to put on
Side one of Led Zeppelin 4.
side 2 or something
Side
of."
2 of Led Zeppelin 4, whenever, yeah.
But it was physical graffiti, and
Oh, right. Did they segue
it
to the
was
scene
Cashmere.
and Ratner's got Jennifer Jason Leigh in the car and he's like, da da da, da da da.
Yeah, it was Cashmere. It always bothered me to this day. I'm like, how do you mess that up?
You remember that scene? My brother and I used to always read this. He goes, the lady will have a linguine and clam sauce and a Coke with no
Yeah.
ice. Make sure you order for the lady, and whenever possible, play side 2 of Led Zeppelin 4, right? And then, like I said, they're playing Kashmir, right?
Yeah, you see, you got it. You remember?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, it was so long ago. And one more little quick one on that.
Yeah.
I got that album. It was a double album, and it was in
Right?
one of the. You remember, like the bargain bins,
Yes.
and in the bargain bins, we used to have a place in New York, Sam Goody's, a big franchise. I don't know if they had them in
Sure.
Florida.
We
And
didn't
he
have it
had
down here that
Peaches
now.
here and other
Yeah.
ones. And they would clip it. They would clip the album, like, so nobody would, like,
Open it.
they know it was going to be discontinued or something. It was great.
Okay. No, I really should put that on my
Just a
top 10
little
'cause
tidbit, guys.
it's a fantastic album. Also, remember the scene now? Remember the one scene with
Cars
Judge
was on that
Reinhold?
soundtrack.
Who?
The Cars, I think, was on that.
Judge Reinhold in the Phoebe Cates scene.
Yeah,
That song, "Moving in Stereo." The Cars on.
Yeah, that's a great tune.
That scene. I gotta put that in my top 10.
Jackson
Dude.
Brown was on that album. That was
Jackson around somebody's baby.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of good songs. Don Felder had a song, and there's a lot of, I got to put that in my top 10, dude. I'm sorry. I'm taking out Austin Powers, putting in Fast Times.
I agree.
And then one last one. Heavy Metal. Remember the rock and roll cartoon? Yeah.
I like the Don Felder song the best. So,
I mean, you know what? I'm taking out, dude. I'm making a change right here now. I'm taking Austin Powers.
You're changing?
And I'm doing Heavy Metal.
Wow.
All right, so 1, 2, 3.
And that's original too, so that's even better.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, I got it 11, dude, but I'm gonna have to figure something out. So I got enough here. I got enough to. We're gonna have to.
You
I'm
will.
gonna have to
You'll
throw something
figure
out
it
here.
out. It's not life or death. You'll figure it out.
skewed my. I created whatever you. So you launch into your stuff, man. I want to hear what you got, man.
All right.
What's that?
You remember that movie with Goldie Hawn's daughter? It was
Almost
about
Famous?
the guy.
Yeah,
Almost Famous. The Rolling Stone. What's his name?
Cameron.
He's married to one of the Wilson
Cameron
sisters.
Crowe. Cameron Crowe.
Yeah.
He directed. He made Fast Times at Ridgemont High too. You remember that, right?
I didn't know that.
Hey, remember the scene of Fast Times where the chick pulls up in a black Corvette and she looks at him? That's Ann Wilson, that's Nancy Wilson, the blonde.
I gotta go watch this again. I've watched that movie 100 times too.
Remember Judge Reinhold has the goofy hat on when he's looking at the chicken, dressed up like a chicken.
Yeah.
And then Nancy Wilson
because he got
in the black
fired
Corvette.
from the. Yeah.
And he feels stupid. He's driving the window. He's like, throwing everything out the car.
Yeah, because he quit. He's like, take that job.
Right.
And then he got the worst. Then he got the worst fast food job ever. He had to dress up as a pirate.
Oh yeah, and that's when the guy came in and then like threw the coffee and like Spicoli was like, what was his last name again? Hamilton.
Yeah, I thought that's a great.
Almost Famous. I'm writing him down. Going Almost Famous. That's a great soundtrack, dude.
Yeah. So and they had Rod Stewart in there, Leonard Skinner, Allman Brothers. So, but it wasn't original. That's the issue.
No, I know. But looking back at it, man, the only couple of albums on my list original, it's got I think about Purple Rain and maybe Heavy Metal and Fast Times.
Well, it's true.
So,
it's true.
That's all we have to argue about. Footloose says it. Yeah, you're right.
You can argue. So here I'm going to put Vision Quest.
Love that
We got
album.
originals on that. We got the Journey
Yep.
tune.
Sure.
We
Yeah.
had the
Yep.
Madonna song.
True. Crazy for You. I mean, that made her, and it's
Yeah.
got the Gambler on there from Madonna, and it's got Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe.
Oh, I love Red Rider. So
Yeah.
I say that's a great one.
That is a great one. I
Then I
agree.
have this sleeper that we spoke about once before. Who Made Who? It was a Stephen King movie.
Oh, that's
And
right. That was on AC/DC.
yeah, and it was a truck. It was like an 18-wheeler that had its own mind.
I thought
And
that.
that's when they made this song called Who Made Who? And that kind of catapulted AC/DC back into like being
Wait a minute now. The
like
song is Who Made Who,
AC/DC.
but the song is Who Made Who, but the film is Maximum Overdrive, I think.
Maybe you might be right.
I remember that because it was like, this was the first one that Stephen King was going to direct, and it was terrible, but it had a great song.
Who Made
I'm going
Who
to
the
check it out.
soundtrack? It was a soundtrack.
So Who Made Who was the song?
Yeah, the song Who Made Who was written for the Stephen King movie. You're right. The song Who Made Who was written for the Stephen King movie Maximum Overdrive.
Okay. So the film is
That was the
Maximum.
official soundtrack, Who Made Who. It
Got
was
it.
about
That's
an
right. I remember that.
18-wheeler that like went out of control and was like thinking on its own.
It's so funny, Jeff, because it's all coming back to me now. Remember when that came out, the trailer was like, Stephen King's like, I'm going to scare the hell out of you. And they said the whole soundtrack's AC/DC. And I remember the film, it wasn't that great. It was like Stephen King's first directorial debut or something. It wasn't a great film, but the soundtrack is rocking, dude.
Yeah. I don't even like scary movies. And I was a huge AC/DC fan. So
You're right. That resurrected them because they hadn't really, I mean, for those about to rock came out like what, 1981 maybe? And they had like a 5-year period there. They didn't do anything big.
Didn't do it. And then this album, then they did Razor's Edit afterwards. And that's when they
and that's when
came
they
up
got
with
back. So you're right.
Thunderstruck.
This one, and it's
And
original.
then AC/DC never looked back. They
Right.
maintained their fame
That's a very
forever.
good point, dude. It's original. It's AC/DC, and it kind of resurrected them. They were not resurrected, but they were, I don't know, kind of dull.
They were but this like put them into like
Yeah.
rock and roll gods forever.
I agree, dude. That's a very good point. I got you. All right, so I got you down for that one.
So I'm gonna go with there's 3 Beatles that are 3 motion pictures for the Beatles soundtracks. We got the Magical Mystery Tour that I love.
That one, dude. Love that.
We got Help.
Yep.
And we got Hard Day's Night, probably maybe the first movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
Ever.
I'm a historical guy. I don't know why I didn't pick any of those, man, but
I'm gonna go with Hard Day's Night, even though my favorite's the Magical Mystery.
Me too. Magical Mystery Tour. I love that album, dude.
What? Magical Mystery? It's without a doubt the better album, but I think you got to go with Hard Day's Night because it's the first.
You're right, and we recorded this history, and it's iconic. I agree. Hard Day's Night for sure, man.
Yeah, that's, and then Blues Brothers soundtrack.
I love the Blues Brothers soundtrack, man.
And that's like, to me, that's like iconic.
It is. I love it. And the only reason why I didn't really pick it is because the only song that's really known people that hit the top 40, I mean, hit the top 40 was their cover version of the Spencer Davis group, Give Me Some Lovin'.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I love the sound.
But you also had, I think Respect was in there. Was it Respect or?
No, she did the other Aretha Franklin. She did the one. Remember we talked about the one podcast?
Yeah, we did this already.
Think about what you're doing today. Remember that? With McIntyre Murphy and Blue Lou.
Oh my God!
I like that one, dude. That's a good pick, man. I love.
It's a good one, right? I think
my favorite movies of all time, dude. I love it. And
you got the Peter Gunn themes in there.
It is. Oh, it is. That's right. I forgot about Carrie Fisher.
Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody to love. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. You know what, dude? And John Candy's in it.
Yeah.
Remember Orange Whip?
Orange Whip.
Three Orange Whips. Right. That is a fantastic
soundtrack.
And it fits the movie like to the T. That might be like one for the that might be one for the for Mount Rushmore, dude.
That I'm thinking the same.
Yeah.
And then I got single soundtrack. I think you got to use that because
it's a solid one. There's no doubt about it, man.
There's like, you know what's weird? There's really not songs that's, I went over it. There's like 2 editions. There's the first one with 13 songs, and then there's a deluxe.
Right.
They're all good songs, but there's really no like hit. but it's all, Pearl Jam,
Yep.
whatchamacallit, Soundgarden, Chris Cornell. So it
I think
was
the cool thing
really good.
I think the cool thing about that movie, that soundtrack, is that it was actually in a live time showing us the grunge movement, which hadn't gotten that huge yet, but it was big. You know what I mean? It was growing. It wasn't like it was retrospect 5 years ago. I mean, that came out, I think, in 92. And the summer of 92 is when really grunge started really taking off. Pearl Jam really started taking off. I mean, really in 91, that's when Nirvana kicked out. But there's a lot of other great rock tunes, in my opinion, in 91, besides grunge. You had
Yeah.
Metallica Black Album, you had Ozzy, you had Guns
Like
N'
that
Roses.
every year. We still had some of the 80s bands that were
Yes.
crossing into the 90s, and then we got
Yes.
grunge, plus we had like, speed metal like Metallica.
Right.
Those were still some really
Def
good
Leppard,
times.
92, Def Leppard came out with Adrenalize.
Yeah, yeah, we were talking about that. That was like their last album. It kind of
Yeah.
fizzled, but I still think it's a great album. So
It's a great album, yeah, but you're right. That single soundtrack is a good one. I would definitely note that for sure. It's a good pick. The singles I gotta rewatch that movie again. That's a good pick, dude.
me too.
Yeah.
Winona Ryder, Matt
Yep.
Dillon.
Yep.
Great
Although he looked
movie.
really stupid with the long hair. He didn't fit the long hair, dude.
Nah, he looked really sweet. He's way better with the short hair.
I I
He's
still
got. I love Matt Dillon too. I mean,
I do too, but
very.
his best role was in some was something about Mary with the freaking teeth, man.
Yeah, yeah, he was
I mean,
hilarious in
dude,
that
that was his
movie.
best role, man. Interesting. Great.
I just think it's good. And
It is
then
great.
Less Than Zero
Dude, that's a sleeper right
with
there, man.
the Bangles, the
Of course, one of my
remake of the
favorite
Simon
bands.
Garfunkel song.
They did a killer version, dude. They did a killer. It's a
Killer
great flick.
version.
Great flick, great soundtrack. It's got that late '80s culture. I like. I would say bands are my favorite bands. Definitely my favorite female band, but
Yeah.
they're hitting one of my bands I really really liked. You know what I mean? They had some really cool tunes, and that's a great soundtrack.
Robert Downey Jr., man, played a druggie, and then he became a druggie, and then he
Yeah.
recovered.
Well, he's in Hollywood. What do you expect?
And all right, and then my last one. This movie, this is a sleeper, man. It's called. It's an Eddie Vedder soundtrack, and the thing is called Hard Sun. Um, it was about this kid who left, like society, and he wanted to like run off to he ran off to Alaska, and he wanted to like basically survive on his own. But eventually,
Okay. When did it come out?
it was probably in the 90s.
Oh, really? All right. I mean, is there any songs on it that we know, or?
There's not actually, I take that back. It's called Into the Wild.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
motion picture. But to me, the big songs was Hard Sun and the song called Society. A
Song's a
lot of
hard
people
song.
think it's a Pearl Jam song.
Okay.
Society. Yeah, but I
I
think
know
the
this song.
whole album's completely insane. I like it better than any Pearl Jam album. And the
Oh, interesting.
movie's very, very deep and sad.
Okay. I
But
think I
came
remember
out
it.
in 2007.
Okay, oh 07. Okay.
So
All right. All right. Well, that's
I'm
cool.
gonna leave it there. I guess I definitely agree with you with Grease, Saturday Night Fever, Footloose, and Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Come on.
So we got some explaining to do. So we gotta narrow
Yeah.
this down to like 10,
This
dude.
was more fun than I thought. I was a
I know.
little like
We gotta narrow it down to 10. So let's go.
this is just harder to do, to be honest with you.
So I'm gonna try to pick 5 of mine. Okay. That's what I'm gonna start with. Okay. I
Okay.
don't know, dude. Now I look at it, I'm going back and forth. I mean, Purple Rain, definitely for sure. You got to have
All
Purple
right.
Rain.
All right.
Yeah, my top. I'm gonna go my top 5. Okay, let's start with that. My top 5. I gotta go. Saturday Night Fever, man. I mean, it's an amazing
You're doing
soundtrack,
pretty
amazing
good.
film. Um, when I think about originality and stuff, I mean, I think Fast Times at Ridgemont High's got to be in there, man. It's
Classic.
kind of the epitome of the '80s. You know what I mean?
Honestly, everything's classic about it. You have a
Yeah,
great soundtrack, a great movie,
yeah, yeah,
the beginning of all the goofy movies in the 80s.
yeah. For
Just
sure. And then I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Boogie Nights, actually, man. Boogie Nights kind of resurrected the 80s. It's a great soundtrack and mostly 70s stuff. It's got some good 80s tunes. It kind of resurrected the 80s music again. It kind of brought us back to life, so to speak. It was only 10 years after the 80s.
That's
you know
4.
I mean? That's 4. And then if I was to get another one, probably from an 80s guy, I'd say Footloose, but really I'd probably have to say the Goodfellas soundtrack. I mean, it's a great
5.
flick. You know what I mean?
Really good ones.
You know, but then again, I think originality, heavy metal, man. That heavy metal movie soundtrack was good, man. But did it have really like iconic tunes though?
Not really. I think it's for people that like love music or
yeah.
Not that we're special, but yeah,
I get it.
It doesn't cross over like the rest of the albums.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Goodfellas over Footloose, man.
The only thing about Footloose was they had a lot of original music in it.
You know what? I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm switching. I'm going to Footloose, man. You're right. I mean, it's got that almost paradise. It's got that almost paradise. Mike Reno and the Nancy Wilson.
Oh, the Lover Boy and the what's her name?
Yeah. I mean,
Wilson.
I just remember it's Top Gun. We forgot about Top Gun.
I was gonna say Top Gun, but Kenny Loggins is like everywhere.
He's just everywhere, right? I mean, they even did that crappy Stallone movie where they were like arm wrestlers or something.
Oh, yeah.
Meet me halfway, like the little kid or something. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah. Dude. He was the king of soundtracks. Kenny
Loggins
is probably the best soundtrack ever. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's my favorite Kenny Loggins song. Love
it's got Journey in it, of course. Got Any Way You Want It, Journey.
Yeah. You know what else? You know what's funny? Kenny Loggins has his greatest hits I didn't even know about, but on the Kenny Loggins sound on the greatest hits, they have a duet with Steve Perry and Kenny Loggins.
When I saw Journey in concert,
have you heard that song? No, but have you ever heard the Kenny Loggins Steve Perry song?
Yes, dude, Don't Fight It.
Yes.
Yes, dude. When I saw Journey in concert 1983, they played that.
Don't Fight It. Yeah,
and
guess
who plays lead guitar on that song?
I don't know.
Neil Giraldo.
Wow.
Yep. That was nominated for a Grammy.
Benatar.
Pat Benatar's husband. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they played that as part of the 3-song encore when I saw Journey in 1983, dude.
That might be one of the most underrated, like, poppy songs of all time.
It's a killer, dude. Killer song, dude. It was
nominated for I don't understand why it wasn't a hit.
It was a hit. It was a hit. It was nominated for best duet.
I don't recall.
It came out right before. You know why?
I'll tell you why. I could have been in sleepaway camp that summer.
I'll tell you why. Because it came out in '82 on Kenny Loggins' album, and then about 6 months later, Journey Frontiers came out, in separate ways. Everything overshadowed the Perry Loggins collaboration. That's why. That's why a lot of people don't know about it. Anyways, tons of useless information. So we got to go to your 5, dude. Come on, let's go.
All right, I'm going Hard Day's Night, Beatles.
Hard Day's Night.
I'm going Saturday Night Fever too.
All right, so we second that one. Second that one.
I'm going 4 Blues Brothers.
Ooh, good choice, man.
And my 5 is gonna be.
Now think about this. You agreed with me with 2,
so
really, you can pick
my 5 is gonna be Footloose.
Footloose. All right, so you're with me on Footloose. Okay. All right, so right now, okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. We only have like 5 songs.
I mean, five soundtracks.
No, we got 5 songs plus of the Boogie Nights. We got 5, 6. So we got 7. We got 7 songs, seven soundtracks. So here's what we got so far. Okay, we got Purple Rain, Saturday Night Fever, Footloose, and Fast Times. Okay,
forgot. Yeah, Fast.
And then we got Blues Brothers, Beatles, Hard Day's Night. So we've got a room for like 2 or 3 more if you want to, like, if we're trying to like get them to 10. You know what I mean?
You want to do? I thought we were doing 5. Okay.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean,
well, let's do this. We got to have a top 10. All right.
Yeah.
And then we'll
we got 3 more, dude.
I would put Urban Cowboy.
I like that, but it's a fantastic soundtrack. But we didn't even have it on original. I'll go for Urban Cowboy as an outlier. Yeah, I like that's a great soundtrack, dude. That's iconic. It's
kind of funny. 3 John Travolta movies with great soundtracks.
Yeah, you know what though? I would definitely do Urban Cowboy, dude. It had originals. It was a great story.
Throw that in there
for sure. I agree.
Easy Rider because it's a classic.
Yeah, we have to have one classic, right?
Yeah,
and then one more, man.
I'd say Pulp Fiction or Goodfellas.
I'd go for the Goodfellas.
Let's do it.
That's iconic film, iconic
Yeah.
music with film. You know what I mean?
Dude, you can't argue with me with that. I love
Yeah.
that. And then there's
Yeah.
another good tune with the helicopter scene. Well, the helicopter scene was whatchamacallit?
I haven't seen the movie in so long. I couldn't even tell you, man. But
No,
it's
that
a
was the Eric Clapton song was with the
it's a hu-
helicopter.
it's a huge movie. It's a huge soundtrack. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest soundtracks of all time, I think. And it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And the songs made the film. You know what I mean? I think.
Insane.
I
agree.
So, all right. So we got like top 10 there. So now we got to chisel it down, dude. Let's try to get this top 4, man. I think you got to have
4.
Purple Rain in there, right?
I say Purple Rain.
Yeah,
It was just so like it took, you know what's, you got to think of it this way. It took a guy that 1999 album was pretty good and catapulted him into like Michael Jackson stardom.
and he plays all the
And
instruments.
yeah, and it was honestly, it's kind of a crappy movie, but
It is a crappy movie.
it's a crappy movie, but it was actually good. And he starred in it and he looked ridiculous with that big hair and everything else.
Riding a motorcycle in like the woods and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he acted in it.
But
He had a
Apollonia was
top
hot.
5 hit.
Apollonia was hot though.
Hot. Just he pulled this thing off. He acted, and he also did an incredible soundtrack.
He made The Color Purple, not the movie, the actual Color Purple, like huge. I mean, the guy's listen.
So that has to be in
Mount Rushmore, dude.
Has to be
definitely Mount Rushmore. All right. So what else we got here? Mount Rushmore. I definitely, we got to rule out Easy Rider. I mean, I know it's historic and everything. I get it, but I know I'm one of them. Like,
we'll take Hard Day's Night. I can't.
Hard Day's Night is iconic, dude.
So you want it out or you want it in?
No, I want it in. I think it's Mount Rushmore, dude.
Because that was the start of it.
It's the start of it. Without them, where would we be? I mean, Hard Day's Night's got to be in, man.
Yeah. So let's go Purple Rain.
Right.
Let's go
Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's Night. I think you got to go Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
That was just massive, and it was their own music.
It created a whole freaking culture, a lifestyle, man. I mean, come on, it's original. It's a great film.
When I was a kid, we got the album. I didn't even know what I was listening to because I had no clue.
So. No, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah,
even my dad loved that album. For God's sakes, he hated my music. I think it's because it was a bunch of Italians. That's why he liked it. You know what I mean? But all right, what else? Number 4, our last one, dude. Can't be Pulp Fiction. We threw that out. Boogie Nights is good. You got to throw that out there. Possibly Goodfellas. Possibly. But we got 2 other ones that you brought up, man. I think the Blues Brothers are something to consider. And that Urban Cowboy is actually something to consider. I mean, Almost Famous is great too. Vision Quest.
You know what? I'd put the Blues Brothers.
Let's do I love Blues Brothers, man.
I think the Blues Brothers because you had a movie with these comedians from SNL, and then they were able to sing. They actually sung on the soundtrack. So
good point.
Even though all these songs are remakes, they made those songs their own. Because sometimes I listen to those songs and I go to myself, those are theirs, but I know they're not. And
it's a cult classic.
It was a hoot.
It's a total hoot, cult classic, man. Cultural phenomenon in Americana, revived blues music. It brought all them old blues players, man, John Lee Hooker, all them people, Cab Calloway, all them into our living room again, so to speak. And it revitalized blues music.
But you had it's like
a guy that was, it's hysterical.
Belushi's voice was insane. He could dance, and Aykroyd didn't know what he was doing, but he pulled it off.
Remember the scene with James Brown, right?
Yeah,
and then they show Jake, and he's like glowing, and then like they're dancing and they're like flying up in the air like off a trampoline. From it was hysterical, dude. I mean, that movie it's unbelievable. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's genius. But Dan Aykroyd's even funnier because Belushi had all the talent. Like he was really a musical. Like he had that in him. But Aykroyd didn't have it in him, but he made it have him.
Yeah,
and he pulled it off.
The whole story is amazing, dude. 2 guys grew up in a Catholic orphanage. You know what I mean? And the whole thing, they go in the restaurant.
And they
I'll
were
have four.
brothers, but they were
They're
like, I mean, they
brothers.
didn't even look even half close.
Right, right. I'll have 4 fried chickens and a Coke and a white bread lightly toasted. I mean, there's so
Yeah.
many quirks about that freaking movie, dude. It's iconic if you're an 80s guy.
Because what was great about them, they were the part they played. They had no idea who they were. Like
Yeah,
there were
yeah,
white guys that they didn't know if they were white. They didn't care who they were hanging with.
right.
It was just hysterical. So
And you know, when it
actually,
came
they
out,
thought they were black. I think because they grew up with
yeah,
all black guys. So
yeah.
that's great.
When it came out, dude, remember, like, I don't know if you remember, dude, that it was a flop financially. It was successful, but they had spent so much money making the movie that it actually lost money when it first came out. But then it just lit once it got into HBO and stuff, and then it made money. But it
Yeah.
wasn't a huge hit. It was big, but not huge. It was almost considered a flop. And it's amazing film. And dude, you're right. Dude, that soundtrack is freaking unreal, dude. I got the Blues Brothers poster hanging up on my damn office.
That's another classic thing about it.
What's that?
That's a whole other thing. The poster.
All right, so
it was iconic.
it's iconic. It's iconic. It's Americana. Does it have any originals? No, but they rebranded everything and they did it amazingly, and it fits the movie well. It makes the movie. It's a musical. Remember now, that's another thing, you know.
And all the music stars in there, like you said, James Brown, Aretha Franklin.
Freaking Ray Charles shoots the kid, or tries to.
Oh yeah, Ray Charles is in there. I mean, they had like the greatest blues soul people of that era of all time.
Come on, man. It's amazing, amazing. Come on, it's a no-brainer. All right, so to confirm, our Mount Rushmore best movie soundtracks. We're gonna have to extend this again, and we're gonna do the best movie soundtrack.
And we're gonna do part 2. We're gonna do the songs
next episode. Purple Rain.
This made my head explode. This one, I don't know why.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Rain.
I'll tell you why it was so difficult. Because a lot of these soundtracks have all these different songs on it. It's not like an album. Like when you go through an album in your head, you're like, okay, boom, 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 boom. But these are soundtracks that we don't really listen to all the time anymore, so it's hard to visualize everything. So, all right, I'll shut up. Go ahead.
Purple Rain, Saturday Night Fever, Beatles' Hard Day's Night, because it's iconic. It was the first one. It was the Beatles.
Start. Like I said, Magical Mystery is better, but we got to go with Hard Day's Night.
Magical Mystery Tour is better. I agreed. I love that. That's my favorite album. That's my favorite Beatles album, dude. And then Blues Brothers soundtrack, dude. I'm cool with that. I think we got a great list, man.
I love it. This was my scariest episode, but I think we've overcome. We got it, and I think we made a really good Blues Brothers. 4.
But to me, it fits. It's iconic. It's memorable. It's a great.
We have a great top 4. Are you kidding me?
No. Right, and we couldn't even argue with any of the other ones. Easy Rider, Footloose, Fast
Times.
Times.
Can argue with this one?
No, I agree.
This is good.
But I don't care, man. We can argue. But all right, so I know
I'm very happy with this. This made my whole day.
I'm happy as well. So I'm going to do my we do our quick food dude review. I'm prepared to do my food dude review. I'm going to segue to that. And I'm going to tell you about a place. They've got 3 locations.
Where'd you go?
Dandy Donut.
Wow.
Okay. Dandy Donut. They make these wonderful donuts.
You met there once before a golf outing.
We did, didn't we?
We did.
Did we go? We did go.
One in Pompano.
Yeah. Yes. I love that place. First of all, it's been there since like the 1980s. It was Tim Hortons back then. And I used to work like 2 blocks from there. I was high school. I used to pump gas at Exxon station. And so I was going to golf a couple weeks ago or last Saturday. I go, let me pop in about 6:30 in the morning. First of all, it's a great donut shop. When you walk in, there's always a cop there. Okay. I mean, if there's a cop there, it's got to be a good donut shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're open 24 hours. They never close. They have
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. The one in Pompano never closes. There's one in Pompano, Atlantic Boulevard, just west of Federal Highway. There's one in Margate. It's only been there a few years. It's on Sample and 441. And there's one in Hollywood. That's the original.
The one in Pompano is the classic.
Yeah. Actually, there's 4. There actually is one on North Federal Highway and Lighthouse Point as well. I forgot about that.
Yep. Yeah.
But their specialty is this. It's an egg sandwich. They call it a New Jersey pork roll or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like an egg on a sandwich with like some bologna or something like that. Man, it's fantastic. I got it. It's a little bit soft in the roll, but it's crisp on the outside, like grilled on a flat top.
You use a Kaiser roll, right? Kaiser?
No, not a Kaiser. It's not a Kaiser. But it's but it's nice. It's crisp on the outside. It's got a fried egg and it's got this bologna. They call it New Jersey pork or whatever it is. And I got it. Came great. And then it comes with a donut, which I got the old fashioned sour cream powder. It's fantastic. It was amazing. I loved it. It tasted great. Loved it. So anyway, let me tell you about this story. I love this place. It's great. Go there for donuts is amazing. So on Facebook, there's this group. It's called the Let's Eat South Florida group. There's like 200,000 subscribers. It's run by Mike Mayo. So I put on there. I don't really post on there.
He
I
has
put on
that
there,
many subscribers? Wow.
I think he's got like 180,000 subscribers, dude.
Wow.
No, I'm dead serious. And I put on there like, hey, best damn sandwich. I love that. Dude, the comments, these people, that's not a real authentic Jersey roll. I go, I don't really give an F what it's called. All I know is I like it. Okay. And it tastes good and it's hot and it's fresh. It's too soft. I'm like, oh, these people drive me nuts, man. Anyways, if you're ever driving around.
A Kaiser roll is supposed to be soft. So
it's not.
But you're saying it's not a Kaiser roll. But I've had ham, egg, and cheese there and they're very good. So
it's excellent, dude. The donuts are amazing.
I'm in agreement with you.
Whenever Cami and I were in that area, if it's like after dinner or like 9 o'clock, and I got to drive up and got to get a couple of donuts, man. So Dandy Donut, I love it. The service is great. The ambiance is great. It's a fun place and it's just great for donuts, man. So go check it out.
It's like Mel's Diner, but in Florida.
Yeah. And the cops are always there. So
Mel's Diner didn't have donuts.
But. Mel's Diner. There was a Mel's Diner in American Graffiti, by the way. Great flick.
I think, wasn't he in that? And Mel his name was Vic Tayback. Love him.
That was from Alice.
Yeah.
That was the show.
Well, but Mel's Diner was in Alice. Mel's
Diner was in Alice. Yeah, but
Mel's Diner.
Yeah, but there's a Mel's Diner in the movie American Graffiti.
Okay, but I'm just saying Mel's Diner was in Alice, and his name was.
Well, there's two different Mel's Diners. Yeah. So he's Vic Tayback. Anyways, all right, man. So listen, my friend, I understand you're heading out for a little while. You're going to do some traveling.
Traveling on a ship. I'm going to eat a lot of food.
Eat, drink, be merry, have fun, take lots of pictures.
I might tell you a little bit about the.
Well, yeah, you got to do a ship review, a cruise review when you get back.
Yeah, there's a Fleetwood Mac cover band and a Prince show.
Speaking of Purple Rain.
Purple Rain Prince show. Yeah. I can't even say it. Purple Rain Prince show. So.
Purple Rain Prince show. All right, that sounds good. I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Well, listen, have a good trip.
We'll
see you soon.
Episode.
This is our 12th
I don't know if everybody else is going to like it, but
click subscribe or the 280s Dude podcast. And next episode, we will be best movie song. So it could be any song, not the soundtrack, just song.
This is going to be good. It's going to be
a very difficult one, man, because there's a lot of it. So
this is going to be a good one.
All right, my friend. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon, buddy.
But this one's going to be better. Goodbye.
Blues Brothers, man. I'm going to go watch Blues Brothers tonight.
I'm going to listen to it right now, actually. Now I'm going to listen to the Steve Perry song. Steve Perry first.
Yes. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Don't fight it. Don't fight it. All right.
Don't fight. All right. It's a good tune. All right, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right. Take care.